Now that my arm is feeling a lot better, I'm back with another book review. This one's about the war between the Chimera and the Seraphim. I actually heard about this book through another booktuber, so if I can remember her channel, I will go ahead and I will link it in the description below. The Daughter of Smoke and Bone is the first book in a trilogy. The second book is called Days of Blood and Starlight, and the third book, which I'm reading right now, is called Dreams of Gods and Monsters. The Daughter of Smoke and Bone begins in Prague following a girl named Karou, who has blue hair and happens to be able to do some interesting things. Karou is a fine artist, but she works for someone named Brimstone, and her job is collecting teeth. One of the things I loved about this book was the world building. It's very creative and it's very unique. However, one of the things that I struggled with was the amount of characters in the book. There's a lot of them, and the majority of them have very unique names, so sometimes it was hard to keep track. I found myself referring to the wiki quite often so that I was able to remind myself on who the characters were and how they related to each other. I don't recommend doing this though, because I did stumble across quite a few spoilers, of course. If you're somebody that likes surprises, I don't think you want things spoiled for you. So maybe try keeping notes while you're reading it just so that you can remember the characters' names. If you're someone that frequently reads fantasy, you might not have the same amount of trouble that I did. Just like the Chimera that we're used to, the ones in this book are made up of different parts. So they're a combination of animals and humans. However, they have something called aspects. So if one of the Chimera has a human aspect, it means that they look more like human than anything else. In the story, the Chimera are referred to as demons by the Seraphim, the angels, and there has been a long-standing war going on between them. What the angels don't immediately know is that the Chimera can be reborn every time they die, as long as their soul is gleaned from their body. There is a really interesting process for resurrecting them, and this is where the teeth come in. In addition to the war going on, there's also a forbidden love story between one of the Chimera and one of the angels. From what I understand, Laini Taylor has sold the rights to the story, and it will be turned into a movie, although at this point we're not sure when. I really enjoyed this book and gave it 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. If you've read The Daughter of Smoke and Bone, please let me know what your favorite character was in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Join me next time when I talk about The One Thing by Gary Keller.